Thank you so much for taking time to join me today. It'd be great to just have, a bit of an intro about Lynton Lasers.
Yeah, sure. We're Lynton Lasers. I was actually, whilst I was preparing for this interview, drinking out of my Lynton mug, which I got
nice.
on their 20th birthday, and that everyone in the company had little caricatures done and put onto Lynton mugs as part of that birthday celebration. So we're a well-established company, obviously 20 years. We're actually just turned 25 years. So I've been with Lynton for 10 years now. We're a medical device manufacturer. So we build machines in England. And we have been doing since we were a spin-off company from Manchester University. We've very much got a science heritage. The people that own Lynton are Oxford PhD physicists who've got into the wonderful world of aesthetic technology and aesthetic devices. So that's sort of us in a nutshell, really. British company.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's lovely that you've got that kind of that science background. I think it really sets companies apart.
Yes, yeah, we do. And it's something that really feeds right down through our business as well. So we typically take on at least 2 or 3 PhDs every year from Manchester University or other universities to bring into the business. So our clinical director is a PhD physicist, our operations director is a PhD physicist. So it really runs through every element of the business. And I guess ultimately what that translates into is if you buy something from Lynton, you know it's going to work,
Yeah.
We're an approved supplier to the NHS and all our devices are medical grade. So when we say it's going to do something, it's not just us saying it, it's been evidence, it's been well researched and so on. So yeah, our latest endeavour is into the world of microneedling, and we have a new microneedle pen that we're launching this year.
Oh, that's exciting. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
Yeah, sure. So we basically have a microneedle pen called the EPN pen, and I've got just one here. And it is microneedling, as many people will be familiar with. So you can alternate the depth of the needles, and you can alternate the speed at which the needles go in. It's not on a roller, it is motorized, but you can use sort of a circular or a stamping method. But the needles do go straight in and out of the skin rather than rollering over the skin. And yeah, in terms of like microneedling, it is offering treatments, of course, for rejuvenation, scarring, stretch marks, lines and wrinkles, just generally brightening and rejuvenating the skin. But what is unique about this device is it is medically CE marked. So it's actually suitable for not just cosmetic, but also medical procedures. And because it's medically CE marked, it means that when the laws change, potentially this year, provided it's not put off again because of Corona, the laws are going to change to mean that even cosmetic devices need to have a medical CE mark. So that's going to cause a lot of problems. A lot of people have got equipment that isn't medically CE marked at the moment. So yeah, something to just be aware of as the laws change later in the year. But what makes this microneedling pen unique is that it's the only device in the world which actually combines microneedling with electroporation. Okay. So electroporation is basically a technology which allows you to push product into the skin cell. Okay, so usually the cells have got a pretty tough cell wall, and so when you rub product onto the skin, or even if you needle and then put it on afterwards, if you've got quite a big molecular size of the ingredient, it can't immediately get into a skin cell because the wall is there to say, hang on a minute, you're not coming in, you're too big. Yeah. Or we don't like you for whatever reason. And electroporation is actually like essentially like an electric current moving through the skin's tissues and the cells, actually causes like a little gap to form in the skin cell wall or the tissue cells. So you can get, for the first time with microneedling, macro molecular substances actually into the cell, which is amazing. It just means that when you use our serum, which is medical grade hyaluronic acid, it's stem cells, it's growth factors, it's amino acids, you can actually get much, much better efficiency you can get much better results essentially from the serum that you use to then microneedle onto the skin.
Yeah.
So good for obviously all the rejuvenation, but also there is a topical product which you can use on the scalp as well. So if you've got customers with thinning hair, microneedling already on its own is quite good to help stimulate follicles to produce thicker and more hair. But we have a topical serum which has actually got active ingredients in it as well to encourage hair growth. So another little application is just boosting hair generation as well. So quite really interesting. Yeah, it's quite a new technology, as I said, the first one in the world. And yeah, it should offer clinics something new and exciting to talk about this year, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. So yeah, it's that kind of safety aspect, that kind of multi-purpose, and then also that effectiveness, which is what you want in your treatments, essentially. Yeah. And in terms of exhibiting with Olympia Beauty spring this year in our resource centre, what kind of resources can we expect over on that from Lynton Lasers?
Yeah, good question. So we've actually put together a webinar, which is quite long, but we wanted to sort of have one resource that someone could go to where it would have everything they needed to know about microneedling. So one of our very experienced team members, someone who's very experienced with microneedling, has put this together for us. So it's just called Microneedling 101. And it's a webinar that you can watch in your own time and just go through that material and just, we're hoping it answers any questions that you might have regarding microneedling. We've also been creating blogs. So we've been creating blogs regarding, what you should look for in a microneedling device, and what qualifications you might need, because qualifications is quite a big grey area, isn't it, for a lot of people at the moment. So we're just trying to create as much educational advice and support as possible. There's access to additional videos on there showing the EPM pen in action. So I hope that it provides a nice set of resources really for people to go and have a look at the treatments in action and learn a bit more about them.
Yeah, definitely. I think those are really, really good ideas as well. Especially because there is still so much buzz around microneedling and people aren't quite sure what it is as well. So yeah, I think they'll be super helpful.
Well, it's set to be the treatment of 2021, I'm told.
Yeah.
So
get my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I've started as well. So I don't know whether you'll be able to see, but I've got some little funny red squares on my chest there that you can see. So I'm just at the moment playing around with needle depths, intensity of the settings, etc. So I've previously had lots of laser treatments, obviously being a laser company, and I'm now starting to, I'm fortunate enough to have an EPM pen at home, so I've been cheating and playing around with what settings I can tolerate with or without anaesthetic and all those sorts of things. So really interesting, and the results so far we've been so impressed with at Lynton. We're used to using real serious beefy CO2 lasers to do skin rejuvenation, and even at 0.5 mil on the needle pen, get fantastic results for rejuvenation without the associated downtime or recovery time as well, which is amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing.
If you'd have told me 20 years ago when I studied beauty that I'd be using machines to stick little needles in people's faces getting such good results.
No, definitely not.
I don't think I'd have believed you.
Oh. Well, yeah,
we're super excited.
Yeah, that's really, really exciting. And thank you so much for sharing that with us, and also really excited for the resources to come out too. And anyone who's interested, be sure to check out Lynton Lasers over on their socials and also on the resource centre. But yeah, it's lovely chatting with you, Hayley, today.
You too. Perfect. Thanks ever so much.
Thank you.
Bye.